Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately I've been seeing a lot of posts about a supposed unlimited Dragonfire Gems method for Game of Thrones. Dragonfire. People online keep saying it's quick, easy, and doesn't require a PC, unofficial apps, or any changes to your device. I wasn't sure whether any of those claims were actually true, so I decided to test the process myself and record everything from beginning to end. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly what I tried, show you each step, and share what I observed along the way. Then we'll check the results together and see what actually happened with my account. The first thing I needed for the test was my player ID from inside Game of Thrones, Dragonfire. I opened the game, went to my profile section, and found the ID connected to my account. It was easy enough to locate, and I copied it so I could keep everything organized while documenting the process. That step only took a few seconds, and once I had the ID saved, I was ready to move on to the next part of the experiment. After that, I opened my browser. I'm using Chrome, but you can use any browser you want. I typed in the website that everyone has been talking about and waited for it to load. The page opened normally, and everything looked pretty simple and easy to understand. Once the page loaded, I searched for Game of Thrones, Dragonfire, and opened the section related to the game. The site then asked for a few details, including my device type and some account information. So I reviewed what was being requested and continued documenting the process. At that point, I was simply following the steps that were presented so I could evaluate the claim for myself and see what the process actually involved. The next step was choosing how much resources I wanted. Since I was testing the method, I picked one of the larger amounts. After confirming my choice, the site started showing loading bars and different progress messages. It looked like it was processing everything, but I wanted to wait until I checked the game before making any conclusions. There was also a short verification step before the process finished. I finished going through the steps earlier, so now it was time to check the final result. I went back into Game of Thrones, Dragonfire, and looked over my account to see whether anything had actually changed. That brings this experiment to an end. You've now seen the full process from beginning to finish, so you can make your own judgment about the claims. Keep in mind that methods shared online can be unreliable, so it's always worth being cautious and doing your own research before trying anything that involves your game account. If you've come across similar claims or tested something like this yourself, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what other players have experienced. And if you enjoyed this type of mobile game review and investigation content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tests, reviews, and simple tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.